I hope you are all good. So I'm very happy to meet you all in this video. In last class we have completed the chapter number 4, and I am very happy to start this new chapter number 5, a very easiest chapter, the chapter which you know everything of in and around in this, only few things to learn new, everything is all known to you, so it's not going to be a difficult subject to you, it's going to be very easy for you. Yes, we are going to rock this. Okay, so what is the name of the lesson? The name of the lesson is emerging modes on business. So what are the emerging modes of business? How the business is now going? So we have been in the traditional form earlier. Now we are now going to the new types or new forms of the business. How the business is now happening in this era. So in this era means what? In this period. So how the business is happening. So when we are into this, we have already we all know how the business runs, what are the things we do in a business, like that and all. So now the business is becoming very competitive. So the competitive business, it has to make some modifications in each, so that only it can then be stable in the business. So now the business is getting more interesting. Now it is changing to a lot of extent. So the business is entirely now getting a very new version. So all the previous version of business and all is not there. The practices is just getting changed. So the business, what is happening now, that is what we are going to see. So in this period, just think of how the business is running. See, there is no physical thing, isn't it? So there is no physical presence in many a place. See, say for example, so you are having a friend whose birthday is in this week or this month. So due to lockdown, every shops was locked before, isn't it? So you cannot go and purchase some gift or whatever. Yet you have a plan to gift your friend. How will you gift? So that is the method where you use the internet, and through internet the business is being running these days. So earlier also it was there, but now all the business has now come into the internet world. So in this emerging thing, the main change to the business is that it has become digitalized. It means what? It has become digitalized. So everything has been with the technological thing, and everything is now digitalized. So that is all about the business of this thing. So what are we all doing? What are we all doing now? Everything is now digitalized. Everything we do it outsourcing. So then what else we do? Internationalization and globalization is there. So what is internationalization? We are communicating, or we are doing business throughout the world. So what is the meaning of mode of business? What is meaning of mode of business? Mode means how we are doing the business, or manner of conducting the business, how the business is being done. Emerging means what? What is mean by emerging? Something is happening new. Okay, wow. So a change is happening. Emerging means something is happening or something is changing. So what are the changes that is happening in the business? So that is what is our topic is all about. So now in that we have 3 trends. So what are the 3 trends that is very strong nowadays? It is digitalization. What is digitalization? So digitalization means it is a kind of we are using for business, we are using text, sound, image, video and other contents, isn't it? So in that we are making everything transmitted electronically. So if you are using Amazon website, so you will be seeing the pics of the products, and then you will be seeing the video how to use the product. So like that we are using sound, image and everything. So using of all these things into the business is called as digitalization. So then what is meant by outsourcing? So what is meant by outsourcing means, so you can get the help of others, like if you want your accounts to be audited, you can get the people through internet, that is called as outsourcing. So whomever you want, you can contact through the internet, so that is called as outsourcing. Okay, now what is the next pillar? It is internationalization and globalization. So the business which we are doing right now, so the business which we are doing right now, how it is throughout the world. You can do the business and get connected anywhere in the world, that is called as internationalization, isn't it, or globalization. So from one country to another country, if you are doing a work, it is called as internationalization. If you are doing throughout the world, it is called as globalization. So in digitalization, how this words came means, it came from the term electronics. Okay, so the electronic business. So by using electronics, you are doing a business, so that is called as electronic business. So in short, we are telling it as e-business. Okay, so generally it is called as electronic business, and in short we are doing it as e-business. Why we got the name as electronic business? We are doing the business through the help of electronics. So digitalization means through using of electronics like videos, photos, like that and all. So that is called as electronic business. So it is called as e-business. Then what is the other example for digitalization? Is BPO, business process outsourcing. What is meant by business process outsourcing? So you are going to outsource. Outsource means you're gonna get from outside, or the work is going to be done by some other person. So the business process is going to be done by some other person, but not by you. That is the main thing. So any part of the business is going to be done by other person with the help of this digitalization we are doing. So that is called as business process outsourcing. Now this is what we are going to see in this chapter, how about the business and emerging modes of business we are going to see. So in that we are having many things to discuss, where there are number of factors we have to discuss about it. We will be seeing all that things. So the business, what is mean by business? It is an activity, isn't it? So what is a business? First thing is, business is an activity. What is its main aim? The main aim of business is to create utilities or values in the form of goods or services. So only with the help of goods or services we are doing the business. So what are that we are doing with the goods and services? We are creating the value to that goods or services. So it may be used by household, or the product which you are manufacturing or services which you are doing, it may be used by industrial buyers, purchase for meeting their needs and want. So they will be using it for their need, isn't it? So the product which you are producing may be useful for a house work or for another industry to do their business. So what is a business process? So in business process we have to improve something. What is that we have to do is, it purchase and produce. So what are the business processes that are there? So first thing, we will be purchasing raw material. We will be purchasing, with that raw material we will be making the goods. So that is called as production, isn't it? So with after producing, what we have to do? We have to sell. So for selling we use the process called as marketing. What is that? The another thing we are doing, finance is important, and human resource. So all these are the business processes. Okay, so the business managers and business thinkers, so what will they be doing is they will be thinking to do something new. That is called as creativity, isn't it? So they will be thinking something to do new. Why they are doing? So that is their strength. So to make their business still more stronger, to meet the utilities in a better way, so to give a good value to the customers. So for all these things they will be thinking on new on things. So by their new thinking only we are getting new ideas. So that is why very many new things are coming into the business. So it may be quality, it may be price, it may be speed of delivery, it may be anything. So every business is trying to do something new to their business firm, isn't it? So with that only the business is getting developed. So now we are going to see about e-business. So e-business means what? So by this thinking only we got into the electronic mode and we started doing business. We are calling it as e-business. Okay, so what is e-business? E-business means you are going to do some activity. It may be an industry or trade or commerce, whatever may be, but you are going to use some electronic medium. So with that medium only you will be doing the business. That is only called as e-business. Everything you know. So it is just a recap. Only one time you are going to listen and you will be writing it by your own itself. So what is that electronic medium you are using in this e-business? The main thing is it is computer. So with the computer network only we are going to do one business. Then only it is called as e-business. Only with the computer we are going to connect with the customers. So only with the computer we can't do anything. So we need something more to connect with the people. What is that network called as? That network is called as internet. So computer is connected to a network. That network is called as internet. So through that internet we are connecting the customers and we are getting public and private thing. Okay. So this internet can be of two things, that is public internet and private internet. What is public internet? Public internet is that all of us are doing, all of us are having. So you are also having Airtel, I am also having Airtel, you are also having Vodafone, I am also having Vodafone. So everyone using a common network is called as internet public. So what is private? When the firm is using for their own only, then it is called as private. Say for example, if you have anyone in your home who is working in an IT company or government office, so only that main key things will be taken over by the officials only. So you cannot access a Wipro company's data. You cannot access a government data. You can only give the data to our government thing, but you cannot use or you cannot authorize things, isn't it? So you cannot do all these things. So the communication within themselves they will have through some special internet. So that is called as private internet. So why are they doing this? So this is more secure, and what is the main other thing is it is more effective. How it is effective? It is effective because we are able to communicate all the time. We are having many advantages, isn't it? So we are efficient also, we can monitor things. So that is why e-business is the best thing nowadays it is coming. Okay. Now, what is the next topic? E-business versus e-commerce. So when you say about e-business and e-commerce, both the words may be looking similar. காமர்ஸ்னாலே அதுக்குள்ள பிஸ்னஸ் இன்க்ளூடட் தானே. ஸோ ரெண்டுமே நமக்கு சேமாக இருக்கிற மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். பட் பிஸ்னஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது ப்ராடர் தேன் காமர்ஸ். ஓகேவா? ஸோ காமர்ஸ்க்குள்ளே நம்ம பிஸ்னஸில் என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணுறோம், காமர்ஸ்னால் ஹவு தி பீப்புள் ஆர் டூயிங், வாட் தே ஆர் டூயிங் அப்படிங்கிறத பற்றி நம்ம படிப்போம். ஸோ தட் இஸ் ஆல் அபவுட் காமர்ஸ். பட் when it is coming to a business, business is more bigger than the commerce. Note that point. business is more greater or broader term than the commerce. So e-commerce, what is that doing? Is elaborate term. E-business is a elaborate term. What is that it is comprising of? It is having all the business transaction. It is having all the business functions conducted electronically, including the e-commerce. It means what? A business is including commerce. So, or commerce means what? A trade or a transport or something like marketing, or in commerce only we are doing like intermediates. Everything will be coming in the commerce. So, one business should have all the commerce. Then only the business can run function effectively. So, it is business is something which is doing some transaction and making some function through electronic mode, isn't it? Then only it is called as e-business. So through electronic mode, but it is including e-commerce, because everything electronic mode means even commerce will be in electronic mode. What is the next point given? E-commerce covers a firm interaction with its customers and suppliers over the internet. So e-commerce, what is that it is doing is, it is interacting with the customer and suppliers through the internet. So that is what is the main function of the e-commerce. What is that in e-commerce doing? It is going to interact with the customers, okay, through internet. Then what is e-business doing? E-business not only includes e-commerce but also electronically conducts the business function. So apart from communicating with the customers and suppliers, we are doing the business transactions or business functions in electronic mode. That is called as e-business. Are you able to understand, ma? So e-business is including the e-commerce. Okay. So what are all the business function we are doing in e-business? What are all the thing we are doing is, we are doing production. Production means how we are doing production electronically. Automatic producing machines we are using, isn't it? So that is an example for production. Then inventory management. A computer will tell you whether you have to buy the product now or later. So now in inventory management, the computer will be telling you whether you have to buy the product now or later. Everything will be managed through the system. So that is also is an example. Next one, you are doing accounts and maintaining every accounts in tally, isn't it? And doing every financial activity through banking, isn't it? So e-banking you are doing. So that is also a part of business. It is also a function of business. And human resource management. What is HR management? You are being able to communicate with your workers through internet, isn't it? So everything, each and every functions of the business can be done through internet, and that is why it is called as e-business. So an e-business is a broader term that will include e-commerce also. This is what about e-business and e-commerce. So now we are going to the next topic. So what is the next topic? Scope of e-business. So what is the scope? E-business oda scope enna appdin solli we are going to see. So nearly almost all the functions including the manager function, everything that a manager only will have to see about the production or inventory management, everything that only he will do. So all the activities are being covered through computer network, isn't it? So that is the main highlight in e-business. So this is the thing we already know. So what is the other perspective? So we are going to see from the other perspective in the term of people and parties involved in electronic transactions. So in the perspective, in others perspective, what we are saying in terms of people and parties involved in the transaction, firms' electronic transactions and network can be visualized as extending into three directions. So what is that they are telling? So in this e-business we are seeing from the point of view of the firm alone. So now we are going to see a part from other perspective. What is that other perspective? We are going to see in the perspective of the people and the parties involved in the transaction. Who are all the people and the parties involved in the transaction? So there will be a person, he may be a customer, he may be a supplier, he may be a government, isn't it? So there are the parties involved in a business, isn't it? Government is also involved in business. You have to pay tax through internet only. So from that perspective we have to see the internet we are using, and we are connecting the people within the firm, like the workers, the manager and the colleagues are being connected through internet, isn't it? So in e-business that activity is also done. We are connecting the customers, we are connecting the suppliers, we are connecting with the government, then everything we are connecting. So with that perspective we are going to see the next topics. So what is all that topic about? What are that three directions? First one is B2B. The B indicates business. Okay, so it means what? Business to business. In short they are writing as B2B. Okay, so like A to B, we say Adayar Ananda Bhavan, like, isn't it? So A to B, it is called as B2B. Okay, so B2B means business to business. One business is communicating with other business, that is called as business to business transactions. Okay, so what is that next thing is B2C transactions. What is mean by B2C transactions? We will be seeing that. So what is B2C? That C indicates customer. So a business is going to meet the customer, that is called as B2C contracts or B2C transactions. So when it is coming to business, one business will be communicating with the other business. Okay, so when it is coming to interaction with the customers, the business will be contacting their customers through internet. What is intra B? Intra means within the firm. Intra means within. Inter means outside. So intra B means within your business itself you are going to communicate. That is called as intra B. So this is all about the things which we are going to see. So shall we see these things in an elaborate way? See, everything I told you, there is nothing new to learn in this. So now only I told you what is B2B. So in that B2B we are going to see something elaborate. That's all. It will maximum take about 2 minutes. That's all. So what is about B2B? So both the parties are involved in e-commerce transaction. So both are doing e-commerce transaction. So what is that main thing is? It means that B2B means business to business, isn't it? Now what is the main thing is, why are they doing it? So to make the better utility of resources, to create utilities of the business and interact with number of business firms. So with the B2B transactions, what we are going to do is that in B2B transactions, one business will be communicating with the other business. What is that about? So the business will be communicating, it may be with the suppliers or the vendors of that firm. Okay, so even they are doing business. So what is mean by supplier? Supplier is a person who is supplying raw materials to your firm, is called as supplier. Who is a vendor? The same person, or he is called as vendors. Okay, so when vendor is person to whom you have to pay some money, so you have bought something. Okay, so supplier or vendor, they are doing business, they are selling something to us. So we are doing a transaction that is required for our business. So one business is getting their need done through other business, isn't it? Yes or no? So I have a business, I have one need to produce my raw material. Okay, so say for example I need to make some plastic chairs. So my business is to make a plastic chair. Another firm is there that is doing plastics. Okay, so I will get the raw material plastic from them. So for them it is a business. So they are also doing business. For me, my need is getting fulfilled through other business. So it is a business to business transaction. That is why it is called as B2B commerce. So it is between the business firm and the vendor or supplier of that thing. So or the firm may distribute to what is that? This is first part of the business. What is the next part of the business? After producing, you have to supply or you have to make the sales, isn't it? So that sale transactions, for that to be done, you will be contacting some other person. Okay, so marketing department, or it may be Amazon, or it may be distributors. So theater means you are having film distributors, isn't it? So like that, even for products, we will be having some franchisee, we have some distributors. So we will be selling our products to that franchisee or to that distributors. So that it is called, that time it is called as B2B transactions. So then after, from that distributor only, it will be reaching the hands of whom? It will be reaching the hands of the customers. So in the initial stage of the business, we will be making the transaction with the business party called as, who is that? He is a supplier. After the product has been done, we will be contacting another person to do our business transaction. Who is that another person? He is a distributor. So from the distributor, we will be distributing our products to the customers, isn't it? So that is what about B2B commerce. So e-commerce means facilitation of B2B. Okay, so in e-commerce only everything is there. So e-commerce is facilitating or helping to do that B2B transaction through electronic data interchange technology. What is that technology they are using? Electronic data interchange technology. That is what they are using in B2B transaction. So electronically they are interchanging their data. Okay, electronically they are interchanging means I am giving my data to you, you are giving your data to me. So we are making some interchange of data. So through who? Through how? Through electronic technology. Okay. In doing a B2B transaction, what is the biggest advantage is that see, if you are not doing an B2B through electronic mode, you will be having only one supplier for you. Okay, but when you are doing electronically, you are having n number of suppliers. When you need not be dependent on one supplier itself, you need not be dependent on one distributor itself, you are having more choice. And if your customer is asking something, if you have to fulfill the need of your customer and that product is not available with you, you can redirect it to another business. Okay, so if my customer is coming, if I am having a stationery place and I am doing an e-business, if my customer is asking for a book wherein I don't have a book, I will direct the person, or I will get the book from another business firm or another bookshop, isn't it? So I can direct the customer to another business. So that is also an advantage for B2B commerce. So now we have seen till B2B. Let us revise and come for the next class. We will be seeing about B2C and intra and other things and all in the next class. So till now we have seen the mode of business, emerging mode. What is that we are going to see about? We are only going to see about e-business. So what is e-business? We are doing something electronically. It is called as the business done through electronically is e-business. We saw about difference between the e-commerce and the e-business, and then we are seeing about B2B we saw. Next class we will be seeing about B2C. Please do revise and come the chapter. We will continue in the next class. Thank you, students.